Hi everybody, this is my, Gene is already playing, so let me just fix that. Okay, this is my hackathon project. I use the motion controls, the browser's motion controls, to make a sword fighting game for 1 or 2 players that's audio based. So I want to demonstrate it first so you guys can kind of see what it looks like. Just an explanation of what you're about to see. The game works like this. You can make one of 6 motions, up, down, left, right, twist your phone in either direction. And then the other player has a certain amount of time, in this case it's actually a couple of seconds, to make the parry gesture, which means they have to make the same gesture that you just did. Otherwise they take damage. Each person can get hit 5 times. The person that gets hit more than 5 times loses. Okay? So, Gene, if you're ready. Okay. Oh, wait, shoot. I was supposed to parry you. How about this? Okay, good, 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 good. That's you. Okay, and that's the game. Thank you, Gene. It has been a little bit buggy the entire time, but it does work. A couple of interesting things about this. So the React Native motion control library, which gives you access to like specific stuff that you can do on iPhones and Androids. The React Native implementation of that isn't very good, which is why I'm doing this through the browser right now. But the browser control is really neat. An interesting thing about the browser, though, is on different devices, you can do different things through the same browser. For example, on iOS and Android, you can't play embedded audio on your website unless the user opts in by clicking a button or something like that. Now, you can trick them into opting in by having the button say something other than enable audio. But don't do that unless you're doing a hackathon and people won't mind. But don't do that in an enterprise app, for example. One of the interesting things was about controller design on this. So like when I was testing it, I got used to what the phone recognizes really well, which is little wrist motions, up, down, left, right, and like twisting very small like this. When I got like other people, including my wife, to try and play it against me, their instinct was to make big motions like this. In the real world, you're not going to be able to be like, no, don't do it that way, do it this way. People are just going to get frustrated and not play your game anymore unless you make a control scheme that works with bigger motions or the way they want to interact with it. The other thing was audio design. So you may notice that I did all Star Wars sound effects. That is because the Star Wars sound cues for lightsabers are recognizable for what they're doing. Specifically, the swinging a lightsaber sound effect sounds much more recognizable than the swinging a sword sound effect. So when I was trying to signal people that the other player had swung a sword at them, if there was just like a whoosh noise, people didn't understand that. If it's a lightsaber swing, people recognize that. So that's a cultural touchstone right there. But yeah, that was an interesting thing to learn about. I learned a lot mostly about like controller and interface design with this one and how to communicate to your users. So that's it. Any questions? All right, thanks, guys.